LiberalViewer presents.
So as I showed in my previous video, Fox News hates trains. Fox News always seems to concentrate on the views of critics when it comes to green technology, alternative energy, or anything that threatens the interests of big oil, which again seemed to be the case this week when Fox News' supposedly straight news reporter Laura Ingle did a story on New Jersey's installation of 200,000 solar panels on utility poles that spent the vast majority of the time on criticism of the project, even going so far as to exaggerate the size of the panels by zooming in the camera closer than they would appear from the street, as you can see here.
Our cameraman Paul's going to push in to show you what it looks like on this residential street here in Dumont. It has become a bit of a problem for many homeowners who say these solar panels are more than just an eyesore. They could potentially bring down property values with their unappealing large mirrored faces. One village official who fought the panel installations told us they could also be dangerous in the winter when piled with snow and ice, which could drop on unsuspecting pedestrians.
I love that part about unappealing large mirrored faces, and if Fox News had checked the power company's website, they would have found that those unappealing large mirrored faces also melt a lot of ice and snow, which, along with the wind, minimized the risk of falling debris, but none of that information made it into the Fox News story, which framed the power company and so-called state mandates as the bad guys, as you can see in this clip.
Public Service Electric and Gas Company began its Solar for All program in 2009, placing solar panels all over its service area to help PSE&G make its state-mandated goal to provide 23% of its electricity from renewable sources by the year 2021. Now, most people won't argue turning to solar is a good green idea, but it's become a bit of a NIMBY issue, not in my backyard issue. We've got a group of residents here we want to introduce you to, a very popular corner right across the street from a popular park here in Dumont.
And I guess that popular corner across from a popular park was supposed to be the place to get local popular opinion in contrast with the goals of the power company and the state mandates, but it didn't exactly work out that way, as you can see when Laura Ingle took an impromptu poll here.
So who here likes the solar panels?
Now it looks to me like 4 people raised their hands as liking the solar panels, but you can see Laura Ingle quickly move on to those opposed here.
Who here is perhaps opposed to them?
Now it looks to me like only 2 are opposed, the 2 women on the ends, but even with 4 in favor and 2 opposed, supposedly straight news anchor Laura Ingle next went right to one of those opposed here.
We've got one over here. Why don't you like them? Because they popped up right across the street from you?
I woke up and found one on the pole right outside of my house.
And you don't
I
like
didn't
the way
know
it
anything about it. I think it looks ridiculously huge, like a big pizza box.
Like a big pizza box, all right.
And how did the Fox News reporter balance out that opinion? By skipping the 4 in favor and going to the only other person opposed, of course, as you can see here.
Somebody else over here? What, real quick?
I don't have one in front of my house because we do have shade, but I am concerned when we have severe ice and snowstorms around here, things break and come down. And true, I don't have one, but
all right, and thank you very much for that.
And now it really looked there like the supposedly straight news reporter asked people to raise their hands in favor and opposed to the solar panels just so she could make sure to avoid those in favor. And by the time Laura Ingle briefly spoke to an official from the power company, the 23 seconds she allowed him to give his side not only failed to balance out all the criticism in the rest of the story, but I think actually reinforced Fox News' framing of the issue as the people against the power company and the state mandates. But I want to know what you think. Did Fox News frame the issue and cherry-pick the interviews there to purposely try to make solar power look bad? And regarding the specific criticisms of this program, isn't the possibility of a little snow buildup on the solar panels minor compared to the real environmental threats from other energy sources like coal, oil, and nuclear power?
YouTube, you decide.